A soft, ambient glow bathes Rachel's bedroom, casting gentle shadows across the walls. Rachel stands by her nightstand, her gaze fixed on a framed wedding photo, a wistful smile gracing her lips. The photograph captures a radiant Rachel in her wedding dress, beside Cassidy, a vision in blush pink, holding the bouquet. The scene is imbued with a palpable sense of nostalgia and warmth, a cherished memory frozen in time. Laughter and applause fill the opulent wedding reception, a vibrant tapestry of joy and celebration. Cassidy, radiant and confident, raises a champagne glass, ready to deliver a heartfelt and humorous speech. Her voice, clear and warm, captivates the room as she speaks from the heart. At the head table, Rachel, resplendent in her wedding attire, wipes away tears of pure happiness, her face glowing. Her eyes, filled with profound belief, hang on Cassidy's every word, a testament to their deep bond. The air shimmers with palpable, sisterly love, a beautiful, unbreakable connection. In a sleek, organized kitchen, Rachel, dressed in crisp dental hygienist scrubs, paces with purpose. Her voice, professional and confident, fills the space as she animately discusses a patient on the phone. A brief, satisfied smile touches her lips as she concludes the call, a hint of triumph in her eyes. She swiftly grabs her bag, the motion fluid and determined, ready for the day ahead. With a final glance at her immaculate kitchen, Rachel exits, leaving behind a testament to her comfortable life. In her orderly dental office, Rachel, dressed in crisp scrubs, meticulously cleans a patient's teeth. Her hands move with an almost surgical precision, every gesture practiced and perfect. A look of intense focus etches her face, yet a friendly, efficient smile plays on her lips as she exchanges pleasantries. This is her domain, a world of predictable order where she reigns with calm expertise. Rachel steps through her front door, the latch clicking softly, an unexpected early return to a quiet house on a crisp November day. A subtle disquiet settles over her as an unfamiliar, sweet floral scent tickles her nose. She pauses, a slight frown creasing her brow, trying to place the odd sensation in the unusually warm air. The stillness of the house hums with an unnerving silence, a stark contrast to the scent that lingers. In the dimly lit kitchen, the scent of a simmering meal hangs heavy, but Rachel's movements are disjointed, her unease palpable. Her eyes dart around the room, searching for an unseen presence as a subtle disquiet gnaws at her. The mysterious floral scent has vanished, yet the unsettling feeling of something different persists. She shakes her head, a desperate attempt to rationalize away the pervasive sense of dread. In the soft television glow, Rachel and Derek sit, bathed in the flickering light, a quiet tension beginning to emerge. Derek is captivated by the screen, his eyes fixed on the show, oblivious to the growing unease beside him. Rachel's gaze drifts, unfocused and distant, her mind lost in the quiet, crawling unease that never left her. She forces a smile, a fragile mask to engage Derek, but her mind is clearly elsewhere, adrift in unspoken worries. In the moonlit bedroom, Rachel lies wide awake, her eyes fixed on the ceiling, a silent storm brewing within her. Beside her, Derek sleeps soundly, oblivious to the primal warning screaming through Rachel's mind. She replays the day, desperately seeking a logical explanation for the unsettling feeling that grips her heart. The heavy silence in the room amplifies her internal turmoil, a whirlwind of unease she cannot escape. 3 weeks later, the warm aroma of coffee fills Rachel's kitchen, a deceptive calm before a storm. Rachel moves with practiced grace, but her gaze drifts to Derek's phone, lying face down on the counter. A subtle flicker of suspicion dances in her eyes, a tiny crack in her composed facade. She recalls his old habit, the phone always face up, a stark contrast to this new, unsettling secrecy. This small, discordant note registers deeply, a growing unease in the quiet morning. Derek slumbers on the couch. The TV's soft glow paints his face as a football game plays in hushed tones. Rachel glides by, glass of water in hand. As Derek's phone on the coffee table suddenly lights up, 3 words burn on the screen. "Miss you already," followed by an unknown number and a small, unsettling heart. Rachel freezes, the glass clutched tight, her breath catching as the world beneath her seems to tilt. Rachel sits alone in the kitchen's oppressive darkness, a single, untouched glass of water before her, a symbol of her frozen world. Her eyes are fixed on the wall, but her mind is a tempest, replaying the devastating words from her phone screen. The silence is a heavy shroud, amplifying the internal chaos, every word echoing in her soul. She makes no move to wake Derek, no attempt to confront the source of her agony, only stillness. A cold, stark realization settles deep within her, a crushing weight that silences all other thoughts. The overwhelming silence of the room becomes a character itself, pressing down on Rachel's silent anguish. Rachel hums softly, surrounded by festive wrapping paper, meticulously preparing Christmas presents. Her fingers brush against a crumpled receipt in Derek's bag, pulling it out with a growing sense of unease. Her eyes narrow, fixated on the receipt. Carmine's on 5th, a reservation for 2, dated December 3rd. The $62 wine charge on a night Derek claimed to be working late makes her hands tremble almost imperceptibly. Rachel sits on her bed, a receipt clutched loosely in her trembling hands, her world about to fracture. A profound crack forms within her, not an explosion, but a slow, deliberate splintering of her composure. Her eyes are wide, unseeing, as if staring into a void, barely able to draw breath. The air thickens with the crushing weight of new information, suffocating her with its truth. The festive wrapping paper around her lies like a cruel joke, mocking her sudden, profound despair. In her kitchen, Rachel moves with a practiced, almost mechanical rhythm, preparing tea. Her gaze drifts to Derek, his face bathed in the cold, blue light of his phone. A fleeting, almost imperceptible half-smile plays on Derek's lips, a silent secret. As if sensing her eyes, Derek quickly looks away, his expression now carefully neutral. Rachel's suspicion hardens, a single face burning in her mind. Cassidy's. Sunlight streams into Rachel's living room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as Cassidy and Derek chat with forced ease. Rachel stands silently in the doorway, a ghost in her own home, observing the unsettling charade. Cassidy's fingers fly across her phone, a quick glance up confirming Rachel's silent presence. She turns to Rachel, a chillingly familiar phrase escaping her lips. "I didn't want to burden you." A cold, terrible sensation spreads through Rachel's chest, a chill that has nothing to do with the room's temperature. Rachel presses her ear to the cold bathroom door, the rhythmic spray of the shower a tense soundtrack to her intense listening. Her fingers fly across her phone screen, dialing a blocked number with practiced, desperate speed. A deep, rumbling vibration from beyond the door sends a chill through her, confirming her darkest suspicions. A cold, heavy certainty settles over Rachel. Derek never took his phone into the shower until this week. Her face tightens with a dawning, painful realization, a silent accusation in her eyes. Sunlight streams into Rachel's kitchen, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as she holds her phone to her ear. A hopeful expression graces Rachel's face as her fingers tap a nervous rhythm on the countertop, a silent prayer. Rachel forces a cheerful tone into the phone. "Hey Cass, I was thinking of driving up to see Mom this weekend. Want to come along? Her shoulders slump as Cassidy's casual refusal stings, a physical blow that echoes in the quiet kitchen. Her heart sinks, a cold stone in her chest, confirming a dreadful suspicion as hope drains from her eyes. In the dim light of her bedroom, Rachel meticulously packs a small bag, her face etched with grim determination. Her eyes, dark pools of resolve, avoid Derek's gaze, betraying the truth hidden beneath her calm. She leans in to kiss Derek, a hollow gesture, devoid of warmth, a silent farewell to a life she's leaving behind. The weight of her deception, a heavy cloak, presses down on her, yet her resolve for a greater truth remains unbroken. Her mind, a whirlwind of thoughts, focuses solely on the impending plan, a silent rebellion brewing within her. Rachel's car slices through the inky blackness of the highway, headlights piercing the void. The oppressive silence inside the car, broken only by the engine's hum, mirrors the turmoil in Rachel's soul. Her knuckles whiten on the steering wheel, a silent battle waged within her as the road stretches endlessly ahead. A deep, shuddering breath escapes her lips, a final surge of resolve before an unknown, daunting act. The highway's vast darkness reflects her inner landscape, a prelude to a momentous, life-altering decision. Under the cloak of night, Rachel executes a sharp U-turn, her tires squealing a soft protest on the dark asphalt. The car reorients itself, now hurtling back towards Columbus, a destination she desperately tried to escape. Her face, illuminated by the dashboard's ghostly glow, is a stark mask of fear, yet etched with grim determination. The city lights, once fading, now swell larger and brighter, drawing her closer to an unavoidable, terrifying confrontation. Under the pale glow of streetlights, Rachel's car comes to a silent halt. 2 blocks from home, a silent sentinel in the dark. Long, eerie shadows stretch like skeletal fingers down the deserted street, a chilling welcome to the frigid night. The biting 30-degree air stings Rachel's exposed skin, a harsh reminder of winter's cruel embrace. She pulls her forgotten winter coat tighter, its familiar fabric a thin shield against the relentless cold. The desolate street mirrors her mood, a silent, chilling canvas for the night's unfolding drama. Under the cloak of night, Rachel moves with calculated stealth, a shadow among shadows, towards her house. She melts into the deep shade behind the massive oak tree, a silent sentinel in her front yard. From her hidden vantage point, she peers through the living room window, her gaze fixed on an unseen sight. Her heart thunders against her ribs, a frantic drum in the silent night, betraying her outward calm. The oak's gnarled branches seem to whisper secrets as Rachel's intense watch continues. Through the window, Rachel sees Cassidy and Derek on her couch, a symbol of shared dreams, now a bitter memory. Cassidy's laughter rings hollow as Derek's arm rests casually around her, a scene of unsettling domesticity. Their comfortable ease, their utter settledness, strikes Rachel like a physical blow, stealing her breath. The heartbreaking tableau confirms Rachel's deepest fears. This painful reality is not new, only now undeniable. Rachel's breath hitches, the sight a confirmation of everything she suspected, a crushing blow to her heart. Under the shroud of night, Rachel's trembling hand extends towards the cold doorknob, a silent battle etched on her face. Her fingers brush the metal, a decision unmade, yet an instinctual pull guides her. The soft click of the latch shatters the still night, echoing with the weight of unseen burdens. Her eyes, wide with a profound shock, reflect a pain too deep for words. The moonlight casts stark shadows on her face, a mask of anguish and disbelief. She stands frozen, caught between the desire to flee and the pull of the unknown within. The television flickers, casting an eerie glow across Rachel's living room, a stark contrast to the comfortable laughter. Suddenly, a sharp sound from the door pierces the quiet, making Cassidy and Derek snap their heads in unison. Cassidy's face drains of all color, her joyful amusement instantly replaced by a mask of abject terror. Derek lurches to his feet, his mouth agape in a silent gasp, frozen in a moment of pure shock. The comfortable evening they envisioned dissolves into thin air, leaving an unsettling void in its wake. Derek chokes out Rachel's name, a barely audible plea, his voice a ragged whisper in the tense air. Rachel's voice cuts through the silence, a chillingly calm whisper that belies the storm brewing within. An agonizing 5-second silence stretches, heavy and suffocating, as their gazes lock in silent confrontation. The distant murmur of a TV is the only sound, a stark contrast to the unbearable tension now filling the room. Tears stream down Cassidy's face as she finally whispers a devastating truth, shattering Rachel's world. 8 months of shared moments, of whispered, "I love you, Rach," now crumble before Rachel's eyes. The calculated deceit, the cruel performance, strikes Rachel harder than the betrayal itself. Her face contorts with a profound mixture of raw hurt and disbelieving shock. Cassidy's voice, barely a breath, echoes the duration of their deception. 8 months. The living room air is thick with tension, a palpable weight pressing down on everyone as Cassidy begins to sob. Her apologies are a desperate, broken murmur. "It just happened. I'm so sorry." Derek reaches out towards Rachel, his hand extended in a gesture of comfort, a silent plea. Rachel recoils, her hand shooting up, a silent, powerful warning. "Do not touch me." Her voice cuts through the charged silence, cold and final. "Get out of my house." In her dimly lit bedroom, Rachel's tear-streaked face is etched with raw desperation as she frantically packs a duffel bag. Each swift, urgent movement speaks of a desperate need to flee, to escape the suffocating walls of her room. Her fingers tighten around her phone, the muffled voice of her friend Melissa, a faint lifeline in the chaos. The shadows dance around her, mirroring the turmoil within, as she shoves belongings into the bag. A silent plea hangs in the air. She yearns for freedom, for a breath of fresh air away from this suffocating reality. Rachel's desperate escape unfolds in the stark, oppressive silence of her room, leaving only shadows in her wake. Under the cloak of night, Rachel emerges from her house, a bag slung over her shoulder, her silhouette stark against the dim light. Her stride is resolute, a silent defiance in every step as she turns her back on the life she leaves behind. The front door closes with a soft, definitive click, echoing the finality of her departure into the vast night. The cold night air, an unwelcome companion, offers no solace, only a stark reminder of her solitary journey. She walks away, not once glancing back, the house fading into the inky blackness, a chapter closed forever. The chill of the night wraps around her, a tangible manifestation of her resolve and the unknown path ahead. Rachel's body, racked with uncontrollable sobs, leans against the cool tiled wall of Melissa's bathroom. Her profound grief fills the air, heavy and suffocating. Melissa, her face etched with deep concern, kneels beside Rachel, offering silent comfort. Her hand gently rubs Rachel's back in a rhythmic, soothing motion. The quiet act of support speaks volumes, a beacon of solace in the storm of Rachel's sorrow. 4 months later, sunlight streams into Melissa's cozy living room, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Rachel sits on a plush sofa, a mug clutched in her hands, her gaze distant yet more composed than before. A fragile vulnerability still flickers in Rachel's eyes, a testament to lingering pain beneath her calm facade. Melissa sits opposite, her intense gaze fixed on Rachel, listening with quiet empathy. The air is thick with unspoken understanding, a quiet testament to the arduous, slow process of healing. Rachel's voice is a low murmur as she confides. The divorce proceedings are moving along. In Rachel's stark, clean apartment, moving boxes sit in a corner, a silent testament to a life in transition. Rachel sits on the floor amidst a few unpacked items, her phone vibrating against the polished wood, a jarring intrusion. The caller ID flashes Cassidy, a name that brings a flicker of conflict to Rachel's face. Her finger hovers, a moment of agonizing indecision, then pulls back, letting the call go unanswered. 17 missed calls, each a stark reminder of her unwavering, painful resolve to keep her distance. Sunlight streams into Rachel's apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air, a silent ballet of forgotten moments. Rachel stands by the window, a phone pressed to her ear, her jaw subtly tense, her expression etched with weariness. Faintly, a woman's pleading voice can be heard, desperate for reconciliation, for the family to be whole again. Rachel's eyes close for a moment, a deep sigh escaping her lips as she confronts the painful truth of the past. Her voice, strained yet firm, cuts through the pleading. "I'm not the one who blew the family apart, Mom." 2 weeks prior, Rachel strolls past a gas station, a mundane moment about to shatter. Her eyes snag on Derek's car, a familiar sight that now holds a chilling surprise. Inside, Cassidy and Derek are engrossed, sharing a laugh over something on Cassidy's phone, oblivious to the world. They exude an unsettling ease, two ordinary people caught in a moment of shared, intimate joy. Rachel's breath hitches, a silent gasp of pain, but her stride remains unbroken, a testament to her quiet strength. She continues walking, choosing not to engage, leaving the scene of her heartbreak behind her. Rachel's ragged breaths cut through the park air as she pushes her body to its limits, a fierce determination etched on her face. Each stride is a defiant act, a desperate attempt to outrun the unseen emotional pain that gnaws at her. Her muscles scream in protest, her lungs burn, yet she finds a strange, cathartic release in the raw physical exertion. The world blurs around her, a relentless rhythm of footfalls and gasps, as if running could mend what is broken inside. In this grueling effort, she rebuilds herself, one painful, determined step at a time, a metaphor for her resilience. Sunlight streams into a cozy therapist's office, illuminating Rachel, who sits composed. Yet a tremor betrays her deep emotions. She articulates her painful journey, her voice a fragile bridge between despair and hard-won victories. The therapist, a silent pillar of support, maintains unwavering eye contact, her occasional nods a testament to Rachel's resilience. Rachel confesses, "It's been a long road, you know. Some days, the pain feels almost unbearable, but then there are these small moments," Rachel concludes, empowering in a way, like I'm finally taking control, even if it's just one step at a time. Rachel stands at her window, city lights twinkling like scattered diamonds below, lost in thought. Her reflection, a faint ghost in the glass, mirrors the deep contemplation etched on her face. The quiet apartment, once a burden, now feels like a sanctuary for her introspection. The complex question of forgiveness, a heavy, unresolved issue, hangs in the silent air around her. Soft morning light streams into Rachel's kitchen, illuminating the quiet space as she begins her day. Rachel moves with a graceful ease, meticulously preparing a simple breakfast, each movement deliberate. She catches her reflection, a faint, almost imperceptible smile playing on her lips, a flicker of inner peace. Her eyes hold a quiet strength, a newfound resilience shining through, hinting at battles won. Each careful action is a testament to her determination as Rachel rebuilds her life one day at a time. Drenched in sweat, Rachel finishes her run, bending over with hands on her knees, her breath coming in deep, ragged gasps. Her chest heaves with effort, the physical exertion a testament to her dedication. She slowly lifts her gaze to the vast sky, a serene smile unfolding on her lips. For Rachel, running is not just exercise, it is a profound journey of healing and peace. In the soft glow of a lamp, Rachel sits in a plush armchair, utterly absorbed in her book. A half-empty cup of tea rests on a small table, a silent companion to her peaceful solitude. Her face is serene, radiating contentment in the quiet embrace of her apartment. Once a stark reminder of loneliness, the space now feels like a warm, protective sanctuary. Rachel has found solace, learning to cherish the precious gift of her own company. Sunlight streams into the therapist's office, illuminating dancing dust motes, a serene and reflective atmosphere. Rachel sits, hands clasped, a newfound clarity in her thoughtful expression as she speaks. I'm starting to see forgiveness not as an absolution for Cassidy, but as a release for me. It's not necessarily about a reunion or even about forgetting what happened, Rachel muses, her voice steady. A way to reclaim my own peace without having to invite her back into my life. Golden sunlight pours into Rachel's apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. Rachel reclines on her sofa, her fingers idly scrolling through her phone, a picture of calm. Suddenly, a text message flashes on the screen, breaking her serene concentration. Her expression subtly shifts, a flicker of frustration quickly followed by a wave of sadness. With a sigh, Rachel begins to type, her fingers moving with a practiced, polite efficiency. She sends a quick reply to her mum, the screen glowing with unspoken emotions. Sunlight spills across the outdoor patio of a bustling coffee shop, painting the scene in warm, golden hues. Rachel and Melissa sit across from each other, their mugs of coffee steaming gently between them, a picture of serene camaraderie. Their expressions are relaxed and familiar, engaged in an easy conversation that flows effortlessly. Rachel gestures subtly as she speaks, her hands conveying the nuanced tale of her progress and struggles. Melissa listens intently, her gaze warm and unwavering, a silent anchor in their shared moment. Their connection is palpable, a quiet testament to a deep and abiding friendship that transcends words. In her quiet apartment, Rachel sits alone, the weight of the night pressing in. Her fingers trace the cold glass of a framed wedding photo, a relic of a past life. Cassidy's smile in the photograph, once a torment, now reveals itself as a carefully crafted facade. Rachel's gaze remains steady, analytical, as if dissecting the image, stripping it of its power. The once potent photograph now holds no sway over her, its emotional grip finally broken. Rachel strides with unwavering confidence down a bustling city street, a beacon of elegance amidst the urban chaos. Her stylish, professional attire speaks of purpose as she moves through the vibrant, indifferent crowd. She observes the myriad of lives around her: couples, families, solitary figures, with a serene, almost detached gaze. Unburdened and resolute, Rachel carves her own path, an independent spirit in the heart of the city. In the soft glow of a desk lamp, Rachel sits, her brow furrowed in concentration, diligently filling the pages of her journal. The rhythmic scratch of her pen against paper is the only sound in the still room, a quiet testament to her focus. She writes not of what was, but of what will be, each word a powerful step forward on her path to recovery. Her journal, a canvas for her emotional landscape, brings her a silent, powerful catharsis as she heals. Golden sunlight bathes Rachel's cozy apartment, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air. On her sofa, Rachel tears open a small package, her fingers trembling with anticipation. Nestled within soft tissue paper, a thoughtful gift is revealed, hinting at new connections. A genuine, radiant smile blossoms across Rachel's face, a testament to her deepening bonds. She carefully examines the gift, her expression conveying a quiet joy and newfound belonging. The first rays of sunrise paint the sky in vibrant hues of orange and pink, a breathtaking backdrop to the dawn. Rachel runs with powerful, fluid strides, her breath coming in steady, rhythmic gasps, a testament to her strength. A dull ache, a familiar companion, lingers, but it no longer dictates her pace, a silent battle won. Each step is a reclamation, a defiant act of resolve as she actively reclaims her life, one stride at a time. Rachel stands by her window, bathed in the soft glow of city lights, a peaceful aura illuminating her face. The lingering question of forgiving Cassidy hangs in the air, but her gaze holds a newfound resolve. No longer defined by past betrayals, Rachel embodies resilience, her spirit unbroken and soaring. The future unwritten, she stands with quiet strength and self-possession, ready for whatever comes next.